All right, listen up. Warren Buffett, the absolute legend, just pulled off another monster move, dropping a massive $6 billion of his company's stock to charity. We're talking real money here, not pocket change. This isn't just some casual handout. It's his biggest annual donation ever since he started seriously giving away his fortune almost 20 years ago. Yeah, you heard that right. Biggest ever. This latest act of extreme generosity means his total giving now blows past $60 billion. Think about that for a second. The guy has given away more than double what his entire personal fortune was back in 2006 when he first kicked off this giving spree. That's not just rich. That's a whole different level of rich and generous. So how do you do it? He transferred around 12.4 million shares of Berkshire Hathaway's Class B stock. Now, this isn't just any old stock. Berkshire Hathaway has two main types of shares, Class A and Class B. The Class A shares are like the original, super expensive ones, each worth around $731,000 a pop. They come with a ton of voting power, basically giving Buffett control of the company. The Class B shares, though, were created in 1996 to be more affordable, designed for smaller investors to get in on the action. Each of these shares is worth about $485. Buffett's super smart about this. He converts his ultra-valuable Class A shares into these B shares specifically for his donations. Why? Because the B shares are way easier for these charities to sell and turn into actual cash when they need it. This way, the charities get the money without a headache, and Buffett keeps his iron grip on Berkshire Hathaway through his Class A shares. It's a win-win, making sure the money goes to a good cause while keeping the company steady. He's publicly stated he has no intention of ever selling any of his Berkshire shares. He wants these foundations to keep riding the same wave of growth he has. So, where's all this cash going? The biggest chunk of those shares, about 9.4 million of them, went straight to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. This foundation is a global giant working on huge issues like health and fighting poverty worldwide. It's a longtime partner of Buffett's, though he did step down from their board a few years back. But that's not the whole story. The rest of the shares were split among 4 foundations that are super close to his heart because they're run by his own family. First up, there's the Susan Thompson Buffett Foundation, named after his late first wife. This one zeroes in on supporting women's reproductive health. Then you've got the 3 foundations steered by his kids, the Howard G. Buffett Foundation, the Sherwood Foundation, and the Novo Foundation. Each one is hitting different targets. Howard's foundation, for instance, is out there fighting global hunger, trying to end human trafficking, and working to smooth over conflicts. Susie Sherwood Foundation is big on early childhood education and boosting local nonprofits, especially in their home state of Nebraska. And Peter's Novo Foundation is all about lifting up marginalized girls, women, and indigenous communities. It's a whole family mission, making a real dent in a lot of different areas. Here's the mind-blowing part. Even after throwing tens of billions of dollars at these causes, Buffett is still sitting on a mountain of cash. Before this latest $6 billion gift, his personal wealth was estimated at about $152 billion. That made him the 5th richest person on the entire planet. This new donation might nudge him down to 6th place, but let's be real, he's not exactly looking for loose change in his couch cushions. And he still personally owns about 13.8% of Berkshire Hathaway. That's his core belief in the company he built. Buffett's success isn't some secret handshake or fancy algorithm. He breaks it down real simple. A long period of time making straightforward, smart decisions, riding the powerful wave of the American economy, and the incredible magic of compounding. He even said himself, nothing extraordinary has occurred at Berkshire. A very long runway, simple and generally sound decisions, the American tailwind, and compounding effects produced my current wealth. He just let time and smart choices do their thing. That's why he keeps giving away the stock, not just selling it for cash. He wants these foundations to keep benefiting from Berkshire's growth just like he has for decades. And he's already got the playbook for what happens next. Last year, he updated his will. It clearly states that almost all of his remaining fortune, that's about 99.5% of it, will go into a charitable incredible trust once he's gone. His three kids, Susie, who's 71, Howard, who's 70, and Peter, who's 67, are going to be running that show. They'll have around a decade to figure out how to give away all those billions, and here's the kicker, they all have to agree on every single decision unanimously. Talk about family meetings. He's also been upfront that his donations to the Gates Foundation will stop once he passes, shifting that huge responsibility to his kids. So, what is Berkshire Hathaway, this company that generates all this insane wealth? It's a total beast, a massive powerhouse, headquartered right in Buffett's hometown of Omaha, Nebraska. Its total value is over $1 trillion. But it's not just one business. It's a giant collection of nearly 200 different companies. We're talking about huge names you probably know and use every day, like Geico for your car insurance, the BNSF Railway that moves goods across the country, and even Dairy Queen for your ice cream fix. Plus, they hold huge stakes in other public companies you probably own or use, like Apple and Amex Express. This company isn't just big, it's a consistent winner. Berkshire Hathaway's Class B stock has been on fire lately, climbing almost 20% over the last year. That's way better than the average U.S. stock market, which only went up about 14% in the same period. This is classic Buffett. He buys strong companies when they're at a good price and doesn't get carried away paying too much when things look pricey. It's that disciplined bargain hunting approach that helped him rake in that $150 billion in the first place. And there's big news on the leadership front. Buffett, at 94 years old, plans to step down as CEO of Berkshire Hathaway by the end of this year. He's handing the reins over to Greg Abel, who's currently the vice chairman. Now, Abel isn't just some random dude. He's got a solid track record, successfully running Berkshire's massive energy and rail operations. He's known for making smart calls on where to put the company's money. So it looks like the company's in rock-solid hands, keeping that long-term vision alive. Now, what does all this mean for you? It's a masterclass in how to build real, lasting wealth, patience, and long-term investing. Buffett's actions scream that getting rich isn't about chasing every hot stock tip or freaking out over daily market swings. It's about finding strong, reliable businesses, sticking with them through thick and thin, and letting that powerful compounding effect work its magic. He's literally giving away billions, yet his wealth keeps growing because he trusts the long game. If you can believe in solid companies and have the patience of a saint, that's how you actually win big over the years. That's the latest from the man, the myth, the legend. If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button. And if you want more straight talk about money, investing, and what's really going on in the markets, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss out on new videos. See you next time.